introduce myself. So my name is Markus. I work for a company that is called Berlin Partner for Business and Technology, a very, very long name. But what we are doing is we enabling an ecosystem in Berlin. So you probably have heard about all these companies called Invest. I think Invest in Saudis over here. There's Invest in various states and various countries all across the globe. And all those companies are trying to figure out, I want to figure out how they can develop the ecosystem on the ground. And I will show you what we are doing. So we work on economic growth, just like I said, promote business and technology back in Berlin, and support companies, scientific institutions when they want to launch, innovate, secure the economic future in Berlin and Germany. And in addition to this, we present the city of Berlin and the advantages to companies, investors, and talents. So we try to bring talents to Berlin and financial investment, and also supporting companies setting up their operations. So if you're not familiar with the ecosystem in Berlin, this is, if this clicker is working. So this is what we're talking about. So Berlin is one of the leading startup and innovation hubs in the world. We are currently home to almost 6,000 startups. We have created so far 21 unicorns. So just to put it a little bit into perspective, Berlin is one of the smallest states in Germany. We have 3.8 million people living there, but still the companies that are based in Berlin account for almost 40% of all the venture capital that is coming to Germany, which was in 2023 3.4 billion euros, which is pretty much the same in USD. And what we're doing is we also focus on innovation. So we support specifically the startups to kind of like scale their business while coming out of universities, coming out of the research institutions. There's over 70 in Berlin, like Fraunhofer IPK, Heinrich Hertz, and so on. And then we support several acceleration and innovation labs to make sure that these ideas come to the market. So everything is designed to support economic growth in the city of Berlin. We're doing this by making scaling business very, very easy. So we put a lot of effort into bringing a certain kind of transparency into the ecosystem. If you put out your smartphone and you type in Startup Map Berlin, you can see all the almost 6,000 startups. You can see what they're working on. You can see who invested. You could see their growth. So everything is online. We have an economic map that gives you an overview where are the innovation labs, what is the address of the various VCs that are currently have an office in Berlin. We work in clusters with a very specific focus, for instance, on life sciences, on information communication technology, mobility, energy tech. So across various sectors, bringing all or making sure that we enable innovation and exchange. And then from the scaling perspective, one of the main advantages for Berlin is that we obviously are the capital of Germany, still the biggest economy in the European Union. But we also have all this diplomatic representation. So if you are a startup and you want to expand your business to anywhere in the world, you just call the embassy and say, hey, look, I'm interested in scaling my business, let's say to Pakistan, and you will have a personal meeting by the end of the week, because the fight for FDI got so competitive over the last couple of years that every economic development agency is trying to bring like startups innovation to their ecosystem and make sure that the startup have like access to the various markets. We also are home to the various associations. So if you work in automotive, the Automotive Association is there, which is some kind of a shortcut to the decision makers all across Germany and beyond. And then what we also do is like we promote the events that are happening in Berlin or that we are part of or sponsoring of. So we have a trade fair program. We run about 15 to 20 trade fairs across the globe each year. We have a delegation program. We bring delegations to the various ecosystems that are interested in. That's actually how I ended up here. our delegation to the GITEX, met with the delegation of Tech Destination Pakistan. We had a delegation exchange and pitch and networking event at GITEX. The companies were introducing each other. 4 of the Berlin-based companies are currently doing in business with the Pakistani startups that were joining the delegation. And then, like I said in the beginning, we try to be a very international ecosystem. There's a major need for tech talent in Germany, specifically in Berlin. We need approximately 400,000 people moving to Germany every year to make sure that we have a constant supply of talents to cover all the jobs that are out there. And Berlin is the perfect place from the scaling perspective because we are very international, very much an English-speaking startup hub. There's plenty of big corporates where they that have English as a corporate language, so it's very easy also to scale from the talent perspective out of Berlin. So how does this translate into the internationalization? What I recommend is every startup or company that wants to scale their business across the globe, try to find this kind of information about the ecosystem, the various providers that provide the kind of soft landing to you, and look out for some kind of services that look like these. These are the ones that we have designed to support the companies on the ground, to help them grow, but also to, for instance, support Pakistani companies who want to set up their operation in Berlin. So innovation means connecting the businesses, making introductions to the various ecosystems. We focus on the location. If you want to move into a co-working space, if you want to do greenfield investment, if you need a bigger or smaller office, we have a team, we have a data bank that we can all track, where we track all the available spaces and support you finding the space you need. We have a funding and financing service. There's plenty of public funding and financing available. Germany is still known for the bureaucracy. We have a team that speaks English and supports the companies with all the paperwork. We do focus on the talent, so bringing in the talent that you need. We even have a business immigration service. Let's say you want to set up a company in Berlin and want to bring over people from Pakistan to your stuff in Berlin, Germany. Our business immigration team will do all the paperwork and support this. We focus on the sustainability aspect, making sure that businesses are run in a more sustainable way. And then last but not least is the internationalization aspect, supporting the global growth all across the continents via various initiatives. If you have any questions or if you want to have the pitch deck, feel free to screen it, then you get access. You will also find all the links on the deck. I will be here for a bit, so if you have any questions about internationalization, about the Berlin as a business destination, happy to talk to you. Thank you.